tournaments are all 18-hole invites, so these girls come off of one practice and go right into invites. They finished in the top 10 in all 5 of the invites, which is I think one of the best invite seasons that we've had. We went into our dual matches. We came out of that with a 10-0 record. We did not lose a match, and we did beat Andrean, so we moved on to our sectional. We got bumped up to a sectional that has not been very kind to us. Well, it's a new sectional this year up at Beechwood in LaPorte, but both boys and girls seasons. The regional has always been held at Beechwood, and it has not been kind to us in the way of our scoring goes. And it's really a difficult course to get around and get out of there, but we managed to do that this year with a sectional championship. We're for a regional at a golf course called the Battleground in Lafayette, which kind of uncharted waters for Hanover Central girls anyway to make it to a regional as a team, because it is the first one they've ever made it to as a team. But it's very honorable for these ladies to have participated in that regional with such an elite crowd. And we knew going in that we were kind of over a little bit out of our boundary, but we went and we had a great time. We did not come out of there with a victory, but I believe we came out with just a quick story on the regional. A coach always wonders how your team is going to perform at the next level, and I wasn't really sure. I knew they were loose, but I wasn't sure how loose they were going to be, if they were going to be nervous, but I knew when we came back from our dinner on the night of the regional, the day before the regional, we went up and had a practice round. We came back, went for dinner, came back to the hotel, and we were all sitting down in the lobby, and I think they came up with there wasn't much talk about golf, but I think they came up with a new nickname for Hanover if they ever want to change, so, or school name, I think they want to be the Hedgehog. Okay, we'll move on to the letters. All of them are varsity letter winners. There is, with golf, there's very few schools that have enough girls to play a JV schedule, so we letter them all and try to get them in matches, as many as we can at that varsity level. Hannah Green with a record of 4-5-1. Those are matches that they actually played head-to-head with against another girl. Elizabeth Price with a record of 7-3-0. Jamie Frost with a record of 9-1-0. Jamie's not here tonight. Quick thing on Jamie. Jamie also was tied for the medalist at the regional of all the teams there, and she lost in a one-hole playoff, which just getting into that playoff is an accomplishment. Ashley Yoways with a record of 9-0-0. Lindsay Lanham. Lindsay's record was 7-1-0. Lauren Lanham. Lauren's record was 1-2-0. Haley Frost, who also is not here tonight, Haley's record was 4-2-0. Meg Lanham. Meg's record was 1-3-0. The zeros are ties, but I forgot to mention that. So. And Samantha Kubiak with a record of 1-2-0. We'll go right into our awards. Okay, match record, you already know this, but I'll tell you what, for a freshman to come in that has never played golf and to go into the varsity, thrown right in the varsity, and come out with a 9-win, no-loss record. The only match she didn't play in, she was nursing a bad back, was Ashley Yoays. Match record, with a 9-1-0 match record, I believe, was, or that was Ashley, I'm sorry, with Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year is given to the player that comes in for the first year and performs and deserves this award, and I can't think of anyone else with a 9-0 record than Ashley Yoays. The lowest scoring average, this is based on match play only, and this year with a 9-1-0 match record with a 47 Jamie Frost. Most improved. I had a tough time with this year. I've had the three seniors that we have. They started as freshmen on the varsity team, and each year, all three of them actually got better and better as the years went on. But in golf, when you send your team out there, you send out a 1 against somebody else's 1, a 2 against a 2, and right down to 5, and you count the 4 low scores. So, most improved this year to me, and what I saw through the season was when she went out there in her spot, I always knew that the score was going to be consistent, and we could count on her to come in with a low score no matter what the situations were. And her golf game did improve immensely over from last year in both matches and tournaments, and that's Elizabeth Price. Mental attitude, I received a phone call. I was having you think about these awards you're going to give out, but I did receive this phone call the night before the sectional asking what time we were going to be leaving. And this young lady, I'll tell you what, for the 2 years that she's been on the golf team now, I've never heard a negative vibe out of her. She's always positive to her teammates and her sister, who played a lot of varsity golf in front of her. But she actually wanted to know what time we were leaving the parking lot for our sectional, because she wanted to meet me and decorate the bus at 5:30 in the morning. Lauren Lanham. And MVP. Again, I had the 3 seniors, and it's a very tough decision when you have 3 girls that are basically all in the running for that award, along with the other girls, but you think about your seniors and you know you're losing them, so it's tough to pick one of them to be your MVP. But this young lady, for 2 years in a row, was asked to go out and play at our #1 spot, knowing that she's always drawing the better player from everybody else's team. So, and never ever gave me one bit of, oh, I don't want to be #1, or I realized during the season this year that she did have a little bit of trouble at #1, and we moved her once, but moved her right back to #1. The MVP this year is Hannah Greenberg. Okay, I believe the girls would like to present the lost treasure for Hanover Central girls golf that we seem to find this year. Mr. Brooks and Mr. Bigson, principal.
No, he had to leave.
This trophy will go in the trophy case. It is the first ever sectional championship for either boys or girls golf. These young ladies had a goal in mind, actually, as sophomores. It escaped them as sophomores and juniors, but they wanted something to be able to come back to Hanover and see that what they accomplished. And I think it's amazing that when you walk into a gymnasium anywhere, not just Hanover, and you can look up on a wall and see an accomplishment that they achieved this year. So let's have a big round of applause for this team. There's the hardware for Mr. Brooks to put in the trophy case. Thank you, and I believe Mr. Brooks is coming back up.